Hey everyone, we are Alex and Will, and today we're on the fourth leg of our 2-week summer road trip. So far, we've drank a lot of beer in Belgium, hiked along the cliffs in northern France, visited museums at the Normandy beaches, and now we're making our way to Paris. Hi everyone, Alex and Will here. We are currently sitting in traffic, slowly moving in traffic somewhere outside of Paris. We are going to be staying here for a couple of days. We have a lot of pictures to retake. I've never been to Paris before. Will has on his post-college European trip.
Still looking forward to it though. I really enjoyed Paris. Was here alone, but now I'm looking forward to exploring the city with Alex, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this trip.
Yeah, we'll see you guys after we're done parking and we get to the hotel. Parking in Paris was a headache, so I used this website called Parklick to get a good deal and reserve a spot. You pay for the parking online, and whenever you leave the deck, you provide your information and your reservation details to the person on the intercom, and they will open the gate for you. It sounds complicated, but it was actually smoother than we expected. What's up? So we parked with relatively no difficulty. 39 euros for 48 hours. I'll put a link to where we parked below if you're interested. It's with a company called Parklick. But we're really close to the Eiffel Tower, so we're gonna go retake this picture real quick. We did not do anything quickly, but instead got sucked in by the Eiffel Tower and that feeling you get when you've seen something in pictures and movies so many times and you finally get to see it in person. We walked with our luggage to the tower and quickly got approached to buy a bottle of wine. How could we resist?
Cheers!
We made it to the Eiffel Tower. It actually looks a lot different than it did in the book. The book, there's like a road going right under it. And we walked around the bottom and there's just like a glass like gate all the way around it. You can't even walk under it unless I think you have to pay. And even then, I don't know if you can go under it. I think it's just to go up it. But if you walk to the other side from where we parked, there's this huge sprawl of gardens, and we managed to get a cheapish bottle of wine from someone selling them, and we're just having a chill time enjoying before we check into the hotel. So the thing about the Eiffel Tower is there's like 6 or 7 different people walking around with like buckets of Heineken and different types of wine. The guy started off high. He said 28 euros for this bottle of wine. We're like, no. And then he found us later on the lawn. He was like 20 euros. And we're like, we only have 10. So he gave it to us for 10 euros. If you can get them down to 10 euros, I think that's pretty good. We knew we should have bought some at a convenience store or a restaurant, but we were far too lazy to do that. We just came straight here. So this is what we're doing right now. We're sitting here drinking white wine, looking at the Eiffel Tower, waiting for 9 o'clock. We decided to stay until 9 o'clock because that's when the tower lights up. It's like 8:30-ish. Right there. He just came over. We have a full bottle of wine, and he came over to try to sell us more wine. Oh yeah. Waiting till 9 p.m. was definitely worth it. Afterwards, it was only an 8-minute walk to our hotel.
Good morning. It is our first full day in Paris. We just got up and started walking around. We're staying at the Hotel Les Invalides, and it's right next to the Les Invalides behind you. And that is actually where Napoleon Bonaparte is buried. His remains were apparently moved there in 1840, about 20 years after his death, because he wanted to and requested to be buried there. So they moved his remains from his exiled location on the island of St. Helena. Little backstory. But today we're going to be grabbing some breakfast at a cafe soon, and then we are going to roll and see some sights. Definitely have a lot of pictures to take from the book today. What do you want to do first? Remains to be seen.
We'll look at the map.
Okay, but we already got picture 1, which is Les Invalides.
The next photo we would track down, we decided, would be this one of Sorbonne University. I naively thought this would be an easy photo to take, but we were proven wrong quite quickly. We put it in our Google Maps and were led to this random place on campus, which looked nothing like the photo. From what I could find, the word Sorbonne actually refers to a specific building on campus which is named after the college's founder, Robert de Sorbonne. He founded the school in 1253, as the book says, although the school itself has roots dating back to 1150. Okay, we hit a dead end trying to find this courtyard, but we did some Googling and think it's on another part of campus, so we're gonna walk there now. Hello. In our attempts to find the courtyard in the book, we found this smaller courtyard and a nice person who asked if we wanted to go inside one of the buildings. The answer to that question is always yes. Y'all, I have tried to figure out where that building was, where this happened, and I cannot find it on Google Maps anywhere. If you know, please comment below.
Cool. What just happened?
So we were outside filming this part of the university, and someone came out and said, "Oh, do you want to go in there?" So he unlocked it and let us in. It's like an old classroom, which maybe used to be a chapel. I don't really know. So it looks like it though, right?
Yeah, and it's from 1695. Yeah, that's dated. This is a medical classroom. Alright, so we're definitely struggling with this Sorbonne University photo, but we think we found it. Yeah. We wandered around the university a little while here, didn't find it, even though we ran into a different couple of courtyards that looked similar. Then we asked some guy in a different building. He didn't speak any English, so that didn't help. And now we're turning back around and walking past where we were before, but we found the Google satellite image that looks really similar, so we think we got it. Let's go.
There's a security guard over there. We can try. So the audio is messed up for this clip, but basically we walked all around the block, asking security guards here and there if we could go into the courtyard. We were told that yes, the photo we needed was in there, but no, we could not enter without a student or faculty badge. While we appreciate the guards keeping students safe and focused, we are annoyed that this is the best we could get for the time being. Alright, after that devastating fail, we are heading to Luxembourg Palace, just an 8-minute walk away, and we think it'll be pretty straightforward. The Luxembourg Palace was built by King Henry IV's widow, Marie de Medici, in the early to mid 1600s. Our photo is taken just near the palace, but the Luxembourg Gardens take up nearly 60 acres in Paris. Alright, we made it to the palace, and we're just trying to kind of walk around and see where this photo is taken. I think it's near some stairs, so we're heading in this direction.
Alright, we made it to Luxembourg Palace, and we pretty easily found our photo spot. So, here it is.
Retribution for earlier.
Yeah.
We needed to win.
This took about no time, and we wasted about an hour and a half on the other one, so hopefully the rest go a little bit more smoothly this afternoon.
Yeah. It's very nice here.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna leave Palace of Luxembourg soon and head to the Pantheon.
The Pantheon serves as a mausoleum for some of France's most prominent figures, 70 total, including Victor Hugo, Voltaire, and Marie Curie. You can tour the building for €11.50 per adult, which I believe includes an audio guide. Hey, so we found the spot where this picture is taken, right outside the gate of the Luxembourg Palace and right in front of a train stop. We get the perfect view behind the roundabout of the Pantheon.
Of course, we walked around the entire roundabout across like 4 streets and 7 crosswalks to get here. Realizing we could have just turned left out of the gardens of the Palace Luxembourg, but yeah, you know, it's part of the process.
We got a good view of the McDonald's and the Burger King.
And we got water.
Yeah.
It's like 80 and not a lot of breeze today, so it's a little warm.
It's hot. All right, let's retake this boat. We found this tree from the picture, and they like built this giant like advertisement column directly where you would see the Pantheon. All right, team, we are heading north toward the Notre Dame and all that good stuff. First picture is taken of the St. Paul. I'll put it right here where we're going. We were headed to this church because that's what was mentioned in the book. The walk from the university was lovely, through bustling streets filled with restaurants.
Owl's head.
Hello, so we were walking to St. Julian and realized that the church in the photo is actually of St. Severin, which is across the street. Really cool church. We walked in there briefly.
And then, I was videoing and it was lovely in there. It's a very, very old church. There's the organ music playing, which I was like, ooh, this adds to the scene, you know, and the footage, don't even have to add audio on it. And then I turn and there's a funeral procession occurring, and they're literally bringing the coffin down the aisle towards the altar, and I'm like, ooh, this immediately feels very inappropriate. But there was nobody posted at the door to say, hey, are you here for the funeral service or anything like that, or even a sign outside. So you could just walk in and interrupt their funeral. But oh well, we left pretty promptly after that.
Yeah.
And we got our picture immediately after. Yep. And now we're headed to the Notre Dame, because it's like literally a stone's throw away.
Yikes. So after getting our photo of St. Severin, we decided to take a moment to actually visit St. Julien-le-Pauvre as well. It's one of the oldest religious buildings in Paris, with construction beginning in the 12th century. In the next installment, we're heading to the Notre Dame to retake some of the photos there and embark on yet another wild goose chase. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!